One of the biggest events in Europe in the biotech sector is without a doubt Bio-Europe, and this year's event was held in the beautiful German city of Leipzig. As well as lots of colour-coded booths for one-on-one meetings, there were also plenty of exhibitors, so Labiotech had an opportunity to find out about the biotech scenes in Portugal, Greece and Mauritius, as well as to talk to more than a dozen companies about their work.
Great, so could you tell me something about biotech in Portugal?
So biotech in Portugal is a growing sector where over the past 15 years we have paved the way. There has been a huge increase in the number of companies. I'm representing Biocant Park, which is the major hub for biotechnology companies in Portugal. Even though the large majority of the companies so far are on the health sector, we have a growing number on the agro-food and industrial biotech sector as well. Currently in the park we have about 50 companies, but it is a growing sector, as I mentioned. So hopefully in the next year we'll have more and more companies attending events such as this.
Is that international companies that choose to be in Portugal, or is it startups?
So we have both. The majority of the companies are spin-offs from the universities, but over the past years we were able to attract companies from different geographies. From Canada, Brazil, a lot of European companies are choosing Portugal as a hub for the companies, mainly because of the quality of our human resources, but also availability of support systems to foster the development of the companies.
Are there many hubs in Portugal?
Hubs?
Yeah.
Biocant, the one that I'm representing, it was actually the first hub in Portugal for the biotechnology industry. There are other cities that are building their hubs, mostly supported by universities. We are the only one that combines research infrastructures as well as an industrial area where companies can set up their own infrastructure but still be connected to an innovation ecosystem that resources equipment, technological platforms for the development of the companies. So we are combining the two sets for the development.
Right. And are there lots of universities in the region?
So we are connected to two main universities in Portugal, Aveiro and Coimbra, which are located 20 to 30 minutes away from the park, and they also have a building, a research infrastructure inside the park, so to potentiate the collaborations between academia and the companies in the park, as well as sourcing out with qualified human resources.
And it's fairly centrally located between Porto and Lisbon.
So we're not in the major cities in the country, but we are very well served with public transportation and highways. So we are roughly 1 hour away from Porto, 2 hours away from Lisbon, but very well connected, and it has a strong investment to development of these companies here.
And I would imagine as well that Lisbon and Porto are quite expensive to live in, so it would be a benefit for companies too.
So yes, it's beneficial for the companies also in terms of tax incentives and support from the European Union for funding. It's also very attractive for the companies that decide to join us.
And how many companies did you say there were there roughly?
50.
And is it growing?
It is growing. Actually, we're running out of space, so currently we have 5 buildings, but we are on our way to have the 6th building in the park, so we're very happy and very enthusiastic about the near future.
Right. And are there any good successes that you've had from some of the companies there?
So we have companies that were able to enter the US market, have a very strong representation around Europe, but one of the probably that illustrates the range of the services and the support that we can provide is due to the fact that we were able, for example, to attract a Canadian company that decided to put in the park the European hub. So they're sourcing out all of their ingredients and all of that research throughout Europe from Cantanhede, from Biocant Park. So probably that's one of our biggest success stories.
And I guess that's why you're here, to try and get more companies.
We've been trying mostly to show the potential that the Portuguese ecosystem has. We don't have a long history, so we're still building on that. So it's important for us to get the visibility of the park, but mostly of our companies. So we want to put Portugal on the map, and of course we're very happy to attract new companies, but also to get to know a lot of services that can be of added support for the companies already in the park. So our goal is to boost the ecosystem, so we have to do it in different ways. So that's the goal of being here, showcasing what we have in Portugal and attracting even more partners to the ecosystem.